Hey everybody, welcome back to the journey. This is Wolf. We're here for another episode on Split Mountain Ranch here in Montana. um, Straight ahead of us is the shed that I was looking for last time that I didn't have installed. So we have a nice, fairly large drive-through shed here in addition to the two barns that we put down. Should give us plenty of storage for everything I think that we're going to need. Got everything put away. I made a little walk that I'm not even using here to go up to the house. Um, I was doing some testing. Let me turn something off here. We don't need those on for right now. Yeah, and we're ready to start some farm work. Got our baler and our planters. I did purchase the tedder, I believe, with you guys. We have the windrower that we're going to use for this map. Got our Massey Ferguson here. We'll have to swap these wheels out probably for Narrows at some point in time. Oh, which reminds me, I need to put down a workshop. The other thing that I want to do, yeah, we're going to borrow some more money just because I'm a little bit leery of running out of money. I have the money to do it, but I think we're just going to go ahead and up our loan to 5 million. There we go. Just an even 5 million. What I want to do is I want to buy all of this perimeter property because, like, I'm not necessarily looking for, like, I'm not going to go out here and cut trees. We have a timber tract. We're not going to have to cut a lot of trees on this map, I don't think. And we can probably plant some trees, but we can harvest these trees if they're in our way. But I'm interested in having these pieces of land between our fields and talking about putting down a bunker, perhaps doing some corn chaff or silage in a bunker as opposed to baling it all and wrapping it all. Um, so I'd like to do that. So it's not cheap. Like it's $787,000. But that'll just give us the ability. Again, I'm not looking to do anything other but grabbing this land in between our farm fields is really what I'm interested in. But again, I'm not take it's not free on this map, so a lot of maps when you buy this perimeter kind of stuff, you get the map for free or you get it all for free, $0. That's not the case. It's not the case at all on this map. So we're going to buy this. Okay. So that just gives us some flexibility down to 500,000 in the bank. That gives us some flexibility to like put down a bunker or something. I wasn't really sure where to put it down at. Maybe across the road here might be a decent place. That's pretty wide open right here. And that'll be convenient to the farm as well. I haven't even looked at what I have installed for bunkers. I think I have quite a few. What are those under? Silos? Yeah. And they ain't cheap either. Doesn't tell you how much they hold. And can I not? Oh. I can only rotate them so much. I don't like that. Why is it that bunkers are like that? Why can't you just... Auto rotate a bunker any freaking place you want. Do I not have anything that will just rotate? And some of these are huge. That is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. Um, you know, I'd be perfectly okay if it was like over here. And the other thing is they don't tell you how much they'll hold either, which would be helpful. That would be helpful. Kind of ugly there. This is probably our field. It's not lined up, or is it? It is pretty lined up. It is freaking lined up. This would be another option for us in terms of a bunker spot. These are interesting with just the one side. But I don't want such huge ones because, that's what she said, because you're probably going to have to put your chaff in there, cover it, and you may be ready to harvest again before you've used up your total bunker space. I think maybe what we'll do, kind of like these ones with the back, so you only have spillage out one side of them at least. Maybe we'll put this one down. Sure. Does snap. Maybe we'll do that for now. We'll have to get a forage wagon. And I think what we'll do is we'll cut the grass. We won't bale it. We'll cut it and we'll stick it in the bunker. This is pretty tall walls. This has got to hold quite a bit, I would think. Yeah, that's got to hold a lot. Maybe even more than we needed. And let's look here for a second. I'm going to turn on my run faster, put on my faster shoes. Yeah, so like this field is ours, and it's pretty big, but we could expand it. Or now that we own the land in between, we can maybe use some of this land. And since we did spend 790,000, 80, what, 87, almost 790,000, we can. I would not feel bad at all about maybe using some of this land in between fields for our cow pasture or something like that, or pigs or something. That's one thing to get it for free. But when you bought it and you paid big money for it, we paid way more than we did any other field. Yeah, I don't feel bad about. I don't feel bad about it. So I don't. We have a couple fields to harvest. I don't think it makes any sense yet to put on narrow tires and come in here and do soil sampling, or I don't think it would do any good to. It just doesn't make any sense to put fertilizer down or something. So we're just going to harvest the 2 fields we have ready. And get some actual farming done. We're going to have a pretty hefty loan payment every month. Probably in the neighborhood of 17,000 bucks, if my math is correct. I didn't do math. I just tested it and found out that it's about 17,000. So I believe that we can use our timber tract when necessary to pretty easily get enough money to pay that loan interest off. So I think we're going to be all right on that. The other thing is let me get this lined up. We're going to do a headland here. The other thing is we can take down some of these trees, these small trees. We won't get much for them, but we can take down some of these small trees and expand some fields if we need to do that as well. So that's no big deal. Let's just double check. Okay, SWAS. You know what? Let's try something crazy. Let's fire up the old T8 here. Let's go over and grab the baler. As you can see, I put down some fencing. Just a little bit of decoration, a couple little trees here or there, a few trees in the middle here and stuff. Just to add a little bit of decoration to the farm. Make it look lived in. Let's try follow me on our harvester and see if we can get these these straw bales baled up with the help of a worker. Now I know that follow me kinda gets a little loopy whenever you do some things like you're backing up or something like that. So we don't want to do a lot of that kind of stuff. And I know that we do have to turn it on. And Alt F, and we want to go back further. like about 50 feet. What do we got there? Who is that? George? Sam? Pete? I don't know. We're gonna bring our speed down a little bit here. And we're gonna start. And our brother behind us, he ought to be getting bales for us. It's kind of too, that means we have to pay for that service. We're going to pay him. But, hey, it's only money. But yeah, what a really nice looking map this is. I really like it. That's our other field over there that we'll have to harvest as well. We have plenty of room here. Turn around. We haven't even got a bale yet. I didn't even look to see what her bale size was. No idea what kind of volume or what kind of volume we're gonna get out of this field. You see, it had weeds in it at some point. The weeds all look dead, but I don't know that they are actually taken care of or not, or they just died. We do not have a, and I want to back up. We do not have a bale shed yet either. So we will need some place to store our bales of hay and straw. I don't think I'm going to sell straw right now. We'll hang on to it. We get this harvest of wheat in, we can then buy some chickens. I think we have a grass field that is ready to harvest as well. And maybe on this first grass field we should make hay out of it. And then we can buy our sheep. And then we have our animals taken care of for first year anyways. I'm thinking like maybe 10. And we have a lot of plowing to do. We have a lot of soil sampling. Well, that bale stood right on end right there. Look at that, would you? A lot of soil sampling to do on the farm to get all of our fields in shape. We're going to have a lot of lime to put down, I'm sure. We will put the fertilizer down when we plant. And with precision farming, it'll put down exactly what it needs, and you only have to fertilize one time instead of 2 times. So we'll get that taken care of as well. And we need to be thinking about when we're harvesting here, because we can't really back up well. It just, follow me just doesn't work well with that, to unload when the pipe is somewhere in the field that is not going to get run over by, or we're not going to run over crop for crop destruction. We don't want to do that. And I want to check. Alright, it doesn't tell me that. For some reason, I thought that this harvester took DEF, the diesel exhaust fluid, but maybe I'm mistaken on that. Maybe I'm mistaken on that. I do like this New Holland harvester. Used it several times before. Look at that, would you? Both of those bales dropped at the same point, and they stood up on end. What is up with that? Look at that. How the frick does that happen? It is October 8th today. I think I want to do a little fall decorating on the farm if I can. I think I have some decorations with pumpkins and things, so we'll do a seasonal decoration. This tree is going to be a problem, and my steering is a problem. I overshot that. We may have to dance around that tree at the other end here. But yeah, kind of nice to have these bales just being made behind us. I think it's worth the investment for the worker. We'll see what it costs us to do a field like this. I do not have a bale trailer yet, so we'll have to buy one of those. You guys kind of know on Goldcrest Valley, if you're watching that series, the bale trailers, man, I don't know that I have one that I really like installed. They have the articulated tongues. You guys have heard me talk about that in the past. And I do have the blocking mod turned on, or installed and active, which just gives you the ability to block a trailer, and so that tongue on that trailer does not move, much like a fixed tongue trailer. I don't know. It works on some trailers. It doesn't seem to work on other trailers, so I don't know what the deal is with that. It's pretty finicky. If we're careful, we may be alright here. I have to turn early. And then, I don't know how George or Fred or whoever is going to get by that tree. Hopefully they will. Oh yeah. No problem. Nice. Yeah, so I did do a little bit of testing on the logs. Did find the sawmill. I think we can, some of these mature trees on our timber tract over there, I think we can pretty easily just get one truckload of timber and have that be sufficient to pay off our loan interest, which is nice because I didn't want to turn this into a timber series. But I think it's going to be a while till we make any money from our animals or anything. Good view of the house right in front of us. Not a big house, but it's nice. I like it. Like, I'd be more than happy to live in a house like that in real life. Another tree to dodge here. So we're getting quite a few bales off of here. Won't give us much money, but this is going to be more than we need to start with. So on that next field, we might just sell a load of bales. I feel like I'd kind of like to put down one of those automated bale storage barns, just for simplicity's sake. We're gonna have a lot of work to do on the farm here. We got a lot to do right now. I need to take a look at planting map here and see what we've got to get done here this fall. And other than having enough crops to feed our animals, I'm not necessarily opposed to selling our extra crops straight up. So I would like to hang on to them though until the best time of the year to sell that crop. I think we can do that because I think if we're in desperate need of money, we can always just go cut a load of logs and eventually probably need to think about putting down or planting some additional trees to get them starting to grow. But I think it's going to be a while till we go through all of that timber that we have on that existing tract over there. So the question is, running up on 80% here, can we get this whole field in the hopper? think we can at least get 2 more rows done. Down and back. Where we gotta go get the grain wagon. And I like our baler. It's doing a nice job picking up the entire swath, leaving a nice clean field. That's good. Undecided whether or not we're going to put down greenhouses in this series. It's pretty realistic for farmers to have at least a garden and producing vegetables for their own benefit. Maybe some sort of a open garden as opposed to a greenhouse kind of a thing. Well, it's a good problem to have to get a full hopper. That means we got 60,000 plus liters of wheat. We'll get down here to the end of this row and we'll go get the trailer. The truck and trailer. That running. Yeah. Truck is over here in the shed. We don't need near this size of a trailer, but maybe between the two fields it'll pay off to have this size. The old jig brake going strong here this morning. Looks like just about the right size pipe on this harvester. Yep. 58,000. That truck should be fine right there. Time being. Looks like a grass field over there across the road, maybe. We may have more grass fields than we want. So we'll have to plow those in anyways. and reseed them most likely to get our precision scoring up to its max level. So whether we keep all the grass fields or not sure. Probably if we have the cattle running, we're going to want to try to do TMR. So that's going to require what? Hay, silage, grass, maybe. Trying to remember what the mix is on TMR. I can't remember off the top of my head. And we do not have a mixer wagon for that. So we need a forage wagon, we need a TMR mixer. You know, unless we get one of those automated mixers for TMR. I don't know if that's in the budget right now or not. Another fairly close tree to have to deal with here. And I'm gonna test the backup theory. At least a little bit of a backup there. See if that throws off our worker or not. Is that gonna mess him up? Nope, he can handle a small backup, but that's good. So what are we looking at? 58, 70,000 liters off this field? That's not bad, considering I don't think it was properly fertilized. And it had weeds in it that I don't know how those were dealt with. And it may not have had lime put into it. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Alright, so we're gonna go right by the truck anyways, so we'll go ahead and unload this hopper. And see if I can do that without. I don't really care which one it goes in. And we'll see if we can keep our worker in tow and actually get over here and work on this next field. That would be nice. Just keep him hired. I think we're gonna go this way. I think we have more room here. Oh, this is not our field. Okay. Alright. Alright. Sorry there, bud. I know we have another field. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that is not our field. What's the going rate on that field? Only 36,000. Thought half tempted to buy that. Where is our other... Oh, we only had one field. I thought we owned that. Do we want to buy that? Let's go ahead and buy that. What the heck? Sure. Okay, we own her now. Yeah, I think to try to keep things working, we'll go up here and go in this end. Now that we have crop destruction on, I do not think he will do crop destruction. Yeah, I thought I owned this field here. We do now. We do now. The other thing is, I'm probably not... 160 bucks, that's not bad for our worker there. The other thing is, I don't know that I'm going to be interested in doing any root crop harvesting. I didn't look close at our fields to determine whether we have anything in there. Now, I do know that there are, and I have the mods installed. There are a couple modded root crop harvesters that are pretty big. But they are also pretty expensive. We could not afford one right now. Whether or not we want to lease one, to harvest if we have root crop, I'm undecided at this point. Let's take a look. What do we have? See, these are all harvested. That must be grass, and that must be grass. See, we got a lot of plowing to do. Yeah, that's sugar beet. And that's potatoes. So these two fields, yikes. They're not huge. We could power through it, possibly. We got oats growing here. What's this? Sorghum? Yep, sorghum growing here. Grass here and here. Do we own field 13? Must not have anything in it. It's plowed. Field 5. Sunflowers. We can deal with sunflowers. Yeah, so 2 root crops to deal with somehow, some way, whether we plow them in or we actually harvest them. Actually, See, even these little ones. Um, $18,000. Like, I don't. That's just for the harvester. And that's the cheapest one. Then you got that. $23,000 to 23,000 bucks. 26,000 roughly to get our sugar beets and potatoes harvested. And we can do it. We have a trailer that we can haul those and just sell them outright. Unless we put them in the silo and save them for pigs. That's an option as well. That's pretty dang expensive pig food, let me tell you, man. So... and what was that? 350 and 74? You know, 420,000 to buy the harvesters themselves, just to buy it outright. I'm not sure we're interested in doing that kind of root crop work on this series. Then I don't know, I'd have to do some research too regarding what kind of and what size of root crop harvesters are actually out there in the real world. I don't know the answer to that question. And again, I'm not really one who wants to use a bunch of equipment that doesn't really exist in the real world. It just seems like that's cheaty farming. So if there are large harvesters out there, and you would think there almost has to be I don't have a problem leasing one of those large harvesters in order to get the root crops harvested. We'll see. I hate to plow in a crop. That just doesn't seem like that makes a lot of sense. I feel like we can make way more than $30,000 on the potatoes and the sugar beets if we just sell them outright. Pretty sure we get our money back plus, even though they are small fields. So it's probably worth it to do it. And what the heck, maybe we'll just do it. You know, something different on the farm. Something different for you guys to watch. Besides cereal grain, I want to get some corn in somewhere. I keep stopping, but let's just take a look at what we're facing. So the only thing that we can plant, canola, next month we can plant our wheat and barley. So we'll have to figure out what we want for wheat and barley, which fields. Do we want some canola? I want to save some fields because I want to plant a couple fields of corn. Soybeans is usually a good money maker. We're going to have a sunflower to harvest here in a couple months. I really wish I had corn planted, but there is no corn. And the only reason I want corn planted is it's just my favorite crop. We can make corn chaff. Is there like any other use for corn on the farm? Which is weird because we always used... here's something for you guys to find for me, if you can. Why doesn't Farming Simulator allow you to harvest corn on the cob and then run that through your TMR mixture as a combo to some of the other things that TMR requires? When I grew up on the farm, we used cobbed field corn, dried. It was dried. And then we did end up shelling corn at some point in time too, but we would grind up the corn, cob and all, and we didn't call it TMR, but it's the same thing, but we called it CHOP, C-H-O-P, and we had a grinder that would grind it in, and we'd put the mixture, and we'd put some minerals in, you know, basically vitamins for the beef cattle, and yes, they did graze as well out in the pastures, but in my part of the country, Pennsylvania, we get snow in the wintertime and grass doesn't grow in the wintertime. So this whole farming concept of grass-fed, grass-finished, that only works in certain places. And I'm still alive after eating beef all my life that had some minerals and some supplements added to their fields. We were not organic. We did use fertilizers and herbicides. But you really have to get the maximized crop. I think I don't know. I could go off on a tangent. Try to sneak by him and keep this on the field. Yeah, this whole organic grain or grass-fed, grass-finished, 100% organic, blah 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 stuff. I think we got bigger problems in the world than whether we give beef or chickens a little bit of organic or a little bit of minerals in their feed. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you artificially pump your animals full of hormones to make them grow faster and bigger. We never did that. I'm not into that at all. But many of us take a multivitamin ourselves, right? How many of us have a little garden and we put Miracle-Gro on the garden? You know what I'm saying, man? Okay, so let's dismiss you. Thank you very much, sir, for your service. We will the heck is the button? Oh, let's turn off. There we go. Let's fold you up. Let's pick you up. We'll shut you down. And get the old harvester. I need a wash plant. So I do. Find a place to... Nope, let's unfold it first. Drop it down. Easy there. Easy. You guys see that header go crazy? Easy, buddy. Alright. Run us back over to the farm. Get her put away. We need a little workshop area. We need to get a workshop. Definitely gonna have to work on our equipment as time goes on here. We need a wash bay in order to take care of our equipment. We need a fuel tanker or a fuel buy pump. That worked well for us. That was not bad at all. For the first harvest. Let's see if we can get this over a little closer. First harvest on the new farm. Shut her down. No problems. We run back over here and grab the truck. We will go ahead and put grain into the almost 100,000, 94,000 liters, rounded. We'll put some wheat into the chicken. And this could take all of it for all I know. I don't know how big this chicken silo here is, actually. And if you guys are following the Goldcrest Valley series, we may for the where are you? Are you gonna be a problem? Gonna be a problem. We may add that additional water storage for Oh, you're right there, so come on. There we go. We had it. Oh, 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 there it is. Let's see what we get into here. Quite a bit. It's actually a good thing. Oh my, it took almost all of it. So that tells us, what the heck did that hold? Can I tell yet? I can't tell. I can tell if I get out. Alright, so we got a little bit of grain to stick in the silo. We'll come back and check on that. Traffic. There's not a lot of traffic on this map. I'm okay with that. At least out here at the farm, there's not a lot of traffic. See how this silo works. I don't think I've ever used this silo before. Yeah, it's empty. So where... Where do we unload into the silo? Surely there's not another loading point back there. I don't see. You would think that... Why is there just start filling and there's no unloading? Did it take it? It looks like it took it. Do I have now 200 liters in my silo? I do. I lost a liter. Okay. Well, that was weird. Okay. This may be a problem. I may not have left myself enough room. Get around the old place. Alright, so... Yep. Got her done. back her in gracefully. Probably not. The woes of mouse and keyboard steering. Let's cover up the cover. Let's go ahead and disconnect. I said, go ahead and disconnect. Turn that off, shut that down. Up out of the old truck. We gotta run back over and get the baler. And then I think we're gonna call it an episode. We will, next time we'll get these bales. I'll probably grab these bales. In between episodes, we'll decide what we're gonna do with them in terms of storage or selling. And we'll decide also what we're gonna do with regard to bale storage facility of some sort. Whether or not we want to put down a barn, storage barn. We'll work that out also between episodes. And yep. Yep, and that'll do it. Oh, let's go buy some chickens. Let's buy some freaking chickens. Let's get that started. And let's turn off this annoying active zone markers too. Okay, we need one rooster. We don't, but we're gonna get one. And let's just start with the young ones. Let's not go nuts. We'll go 10 chickens. 10 young chickens. We'll let them grow up. Let them all grow up. Yep. Welcome to the farm. Welcome to the farm. You guys can eat bugs. You don't have to eat all grain. Okay? Know what I'm saying? You hear me? Bugs. Eat bugs. 93,000 liters. Now we can actually look at that quick. Huh. Oh, I know what the 216 was. It would have taken it. I'm dumb. We ended up with 216 in that other part of the grain wagon. That's what it was. Okay. All right. So it must take about 95,000 maybe, which is fantastic because that'll last a long freaking time. Bird. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back here again on Split Mountain Ranch to continue the farming and a little bit of forestry. So we'll see you next time. We'll get into precision farming, get some plowing done. We'll roll the month over and figure out what we want to do for crop rotation for some wheat and barley. That'll be next time here on Split Mountain Ranch. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.